Right. Good morning, everyone. Today's class we are discussing about different classification of windings, right, in DC generator. So types of windings in DC generator. So what are the different windings in this generator we are using? Here it is. There are two types of windings used. One is lap winding and another one is wave winding. Already we had studied in EMF equation that number of parallel paths is equal to P for lap winding and A equal number of parallel paths A equal to 2 for wave winding. This what is lap winding, what is wave winding, we are studied about that, and the comparison between these two windings. One is lap winding and wave winding. Before going to that, we have some small definitions. Right? What is back pitch, what is front pitch, both these are the about all the definitions going to consider here lap and wave winding. See what are the terms. Pole pitch. See what is pole pitch, conductor, coil, coil span or coil pitch. So full pitched coil, fractional pitch coil, pitch of the winding. So these are the terms. And back pitch, front pitch, resultant pitch, commutator pitch. So these are the different definitions. So first we have to study about all these things, then we are going to lap winding and wave winding. See the terms again, we have to see the definitions. Pole pitch, conductor, coil, coil span, full pitched coil, fractional pitch coil, pitch of the winding, back pitch, front pitch, resultant pitch, commutator pitch. See, first one is pole pitch. Pole pitch is nothing but it is a difference between two adjacent poles. Two adjacent poles is known as pole pitch. See here, it is also required the equal number of armature conductor slots per pole. See here, what is the armature slots here? Here, this is the armature. These are the armature conductor. This is the shaft. Right. So it is how many pole. What is the pole pitch is means here how either this is the slot. Right. See here this is the slot. This is the one slot. Here we are using this is winding. So these are the slots. So it is equal to the number of armature conductors per slots. Equal to number of conductors per slot. So here how many slots are available? So that is the pole pitch. Example here, see here. See, suppose if there are 36 conductors and 4 poles, 36 conductors and 4 poles. See what is the pole pitch is here? The pole pitch is 36 by 4. Pole pitch is 36 by 4 means it is 9. So pole pitch is denoted as Yp equal to Z by P. Z is nothing but number of conductors and P is nothing but number of poles. So the Yp equal to pole pitch is Z by P, that is 36 by 4, that is equal to 9. So Yp equal to 9. See here. Suppose it is the armature. These are the number of conductor slots. So how many? Suppose here it is the different number of conductors. Number of conductors per slot. Each slot containing different slots, different conductors, and it having a 4-pole machine. Suppose it has 36 conductors per slot. Suppose there will be a 4-pole machine. So the pole pitch is 9. The example is already we have studied. The example 36 conductors per 4 poles. The pole pitch is Yp equal to Z by P, that is equal to 9. And the conductor. Conductor is a wire of certain length lying in a magnetic field. It is a wire of certain length lying in a magnetic field in which EMF is induced. Right? It is the total conductor. Copper conductor is known as conductor. It is the length of the wire of certain length lying in a magnetic field which is EMF is induced. Coil is nothing but the complete one set. Right? The two conductors of AB, these are the two sides. This is one side and this is another side. Right? two conductors of AB and CD. Their entire connection make one coil of armature winding. Right? So entire connection means the total entire connection of one coil is known as coil. Next, conductor and coils. So conductor means the length of the wire, right? That is known as conductor, and the coil is the set of coil. Here the set of the coil is known as conductor, coil. Next, commutator. This is the total coil and the coil side. Coil pitch or span pitch. Coil pitch or span. It is defined as the distance measured in the terms of armature slots between two sides of a coil. Two sides of a coil of in armature slots. Suppose if this is the one winding, right? This is the one winding, one coil placed in first slot and the fifth slot. The one coil is placed in one slot and fifth, the serial number fifth. So it is defined as the distance measured in terms of armature slots between the two sides, that is equal to 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. The coil pitch is 4. Yeah, the coil pitch or a span of a coil A is 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. Suppose if the another coil is there, here it is another coil, that is coil B. The coil B lying in third slot and sixth slot. Third slot and sixth. So what is the coil pitch? The coil pitch is 6 minus 3. So the coil pitch is 3. See here, the coil of span coil is coil B is 6 minus 3. So this is the coil pitch or span pitch, denoted as YS. And full pitch coil. Full pitch coil is the coil pitch is equal to pole pitch. The winding is called full pitch winding. Here, what is the coil pitch? Here 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. That is equal to pole pitch. If the coil pitch is equal to pole pitch, the winding is as pole pitch. Full pitch coil, that is coil pitch is equal to pole pitch, that is known as full pitched coil. See here, for example, if there are 16 conductors and 4 poles, right? The coil pitch is, the pole pitch is 16 by 4, that is equal to 4. Here it is, we get the value of 4. Coil span is one conductor, first coil A, and the fifth conductor, fifth slot. The coil pitch is 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. Here it is 4 and here pole pitch also 4. So when both are equal, that is known as, that is full pitched coil. Right? Full pitch coil is the coil pitch is equal to pole pitch. What is pole pitch? Pole pitch equal to Z by P, number of conductors per slot, by P, number of poles, that is equal to coil span. Coil span is the numbers, there are slots, number of conductors. Coil is starting from one slot and ending in fifth slot. So the difference is 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. When both these two are equal, the pole pitch and the coil pitch, that is equal, known as full pitch coil. So here the coil span of coil A is 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. So when this winding is called full pitched winding. Fractional pitch coil. If the coil pitch is less than the pole pitch, the winding is called fractional pitch coil. Right? Already we have studied about this here previous. Both are equal, that is full pitched coil. If the coil pitch is less than the pole pitch, that is known as fractional pitch coil. Okay, in this, the coil span length is 180 degrees, 180 electrical degrees. Right? See here, already we have studied the pole pitch is equal to, right, the pole pitch. What is pole pitch? Suppose it having 36 conductors per slot, having 4 poles. that is equal to 16 conductors per slot and 4 poles. So that is the pole pitch is equal to the pole pitch is equal to number of conductors by number of poles. That is equal, suppose if there are 16 conductors per slot, the 4 poles, that is equal to 4. That is the in we are seeing in the coil B. The coil is started from third slot and ending in sixth slot. The coil starting in third slot, ending in sixth. What is the coil pitch is? The coil pitch is 6 minus 3. Here the coil pitch, that is equal to 3. Here what is the fractional pitch coil is? The coil pitch is less than the pole pitch, that is called fractional pitch coil. In this, the coil span is 180 electrical degrees. If there are 36 slots per pole, 4 poles, the coil pitch is 9 slots. Right? If suppose if the pole pitch is less than 9, so it will be fractional pitch coil. And the back pitch. What is back pitch coil? See here it is the distance measured in terms of number of armature conductors between the two coil sides of a coil measured around the back of the armature. That is known as back pitch coil. Suppose if the coil is starting from this side and again this coil, and normally we are writing here like this. So suppose one side, this side and this side. Here what is the definition says? It is the distance measured in the terms of number of armature conductors between the two coil sides. Of a coil, measured in terms of the number of armature conductors. The back pitch is here a coil one side, this coil again comes to this side. So the total sides, this is the first side and this is the total sides, two sides of the coil is known as back pitch, that is YB. Distance measured in the terms of number of armature conductors between the two coils. Here it is one coil, another coil, right? So that is known as back pitch around the back of the armature. Next, front pitch. Front pitch is nothing but it is the distance between two coil sides connected to the same commutator segment. Suppose, see here, this here it is showing like this same commutator, and again this conductor is going to like this. In practically it is available like that. Again like this. So these two, the difference between these two coils, here means here this and this side coils, two side coils, right? That is known as front pitch. The distance between the two coil sides connected to the same commutator segments. Here connected to same segment. Here only see the commutator segment is like here. So this conductor and this conductor is known as, the distance between these two is known as front pitch coil. The distance between two coil sides connected to the same commutator segment. Here the commutator segment is same, and the pitch of the winding. It is defined as the distance between the beginning of the two consecutive turns. Pitch of the consecutive turns means 1 by 1. It is defined as the distance between the beginning of two consecutive turns. Here the resultant pitch, the y is resultant, so y equal to yb minus yf, that is yr equal to yb minus yf. Yb minus yf is back pitch minus front pitch in lap winding, that y equal to yb plus yf in wave winding. Resultant pitch is, it is the distance in terms of number of coil sides between the start of the one coil and start of the next coil, the coil to which it is connected. Here is right. Here here these two sides coil shape is known as back pitch, and the same segment commutator segment coils is known as front pitch. The resultant means that's what is the resultant here, that is the resultant, that is resultant is yb minus yf. These two difference are is known as in it is lap winding. The difference is known as lap winding, that is called yr equal to yb minus yf. In the same similarly wave winding, that these two resultant is yr equal to back pitch plus front. We'll see the next. The definition is defined as the distance between the distance in terms of number of coils sides between the start of the one coil and start of the next coil. Here the coil is starting in first coil and the coil is starting in second. This distance is known as resultant distance, that is resultant pitch. Next, commutator pitch. It is defined as the distance measured in terms of commutator segments. See here, it is one segment, it is the another, this is the commutator. Here it is segment 1, segment 2. Suppose in these two differences known as commutator pitch. It is defined as the distance measured in terms of commutator segments between the two segments to which the two ends of the coil are connected. Here this is the one first coil and this is the second coil. This is the first coil and this is the these two differences is known as commutator pitch, denoted as YC. Yeah. It is single layer winding. What is single layer means? Suppose suppose it is armature. These are slots. In this armature slots, suppose it having only one single conductor, right? That is known as single bunch of conductor. That is known as single layer winding, right? In this winding, in which one conductor or one coil is nothing but some bunch is connected. So the coil each side is placed in each armature slot as shown in the figure. Suppose it having a one slot, one conductor or one coil slot, one coil pitch, right? That is known as single layer winding. Suppose in multi-layer, two layer winding, suppose each slot has, see here previous, suppose this slot, this is the slot, this slot having two number of windings, two number of coils or two number of conductors or two number of coils connected, that is known as multi-layer winding. See here each slot is having two coils, each slot containing two coils, that is known as multi-layer or two-layer winding. Suppose see here, these are the slot having one winding and two windings. It is the winding in which two conductors or coil sides per slot arranged in two layers as shown in figure. Two layers. Types of winding. Here these are the two types of winding. One is lap winding and another one is wave winding. So see here lap winding and wave winding. Here these are the commutator. This is the winding, different windings, and these are here also wave winding. Okay. Right. See what is wave winding is. Here lap means overlap. One wind, suppose this is the one winding of coil and this will be overlap. Lap is means lap. This is the lap winding. That is nothing but this is known as overlap. Lap winding. This is known as lap winding. So one coil is overlap with the another coil. That is means lap winding. In wave winding, suppose the coil is connected to another segment. So this is known as, it is like just like a wave, like sine wave like this. So this is known as wave winding. This is the lap winding and wave winding. See here, these are the poles, north pole, south pole, and north pole and south pole, like this. Here north pole, south pole, north pole, south pole, like this. Here this diagram, this is the commutator, this is also commutator. Here it is lap winding. One coil is placed in the same limb, like this. So it is overlap. Here it is wave. So it is known as wave winding. So here, suppose this coil is connected to same, like this, same pole, right? That is known as overlap. So overlap winding. Here it is, this coil is connected to next pole, this coil is next pole, like this. So this is wave winding. Simplex lap winding. Here lap winding finishes the end of the coil, right? See here, it is connected to via commutator segments. In the lap winding, the finishing end of the one coil, right, it is connected via commutator segment. The finishes the coil means, suppose it is a coil, here it is, that is the coil is finished. Again the next coil is connected like this, this coil also finish, that is means it connected via commutator segment. This is the commutator, this is the commutator. Again this coil is connected to another segments, like this. To starting end of the adjacent coil situation under the same pole. So one coil is here ending, again the coil is starts from the same segment, right? In this way all the coils are connected. That is lap winding. Here lap winding means back pitch and front pitch and resultant pitch and commutator pitch. Simplex wave winding. In the wave winding, a coil side under one pole is connected to a second coil side. Suppose north pole, south pole, again the south pole is connected to another north pole, right? So like this, suppose a coil is connected to north pole and the south pole, and this south pole coil again connected to another north pole coil. In a lap winding, this north pole coil is connected to south pole, again connected to this north pole only and south pole. So this is the difference. In the wave winding, coil side under one pole is connected to a second coil side, which occupies approximately the same position under the next pole through a back connection. Here the pole pitch is here, this is the one pitch and this is the pitch, the difference between two pole pitches. Thus the wave winding progress like this, right? Here it is. Here, see here, in a lap winding already we have studied back pitch and front pitch. In a wave winding, here the coil of this is the back pitch and this is the front pitch. The resultant pitch is like this. So here it is back pitch, here it is front pitch. The combination, that is combination of y resultant pitch is yb plus ym, back pitch plus front pitch. In the previous lap winding, the resultant pitch is yb minus yf. Thus the winding progress in one direction round the armature in a series of wave, right? Like means series connection. And next, the differences between lap winding and wave winding, right? See what is lap winding and what is wave winding, already we are studied. So here in lap winding, the EMF generated is very less compared to wave winding, right? Why? Because here the conductor is connected to the number of parallel paths A equal to P. In a wave winding, the number of parallel paths A equal to P, because that so EMF will be less, and the winding will be overlap, right? Next, winding carries high current. Here the winding current in lap winding, the winding carries high current. In lap winding, wave winding, the winding carries low current. Here equalizer rings are necessary, equalizer rings are not necessary. Equalizer rings. What is equalizer rings means? In lap winding, number of parallel paths is equal to P, that is number of parallel paths is more. So number of parallel paths is more, the sparking occur at commutator is also more. In the wave winding, so the equivalent rings are only 2, because wave winding A equal number of parallel paths is equal to only 2. So because these two only, the sparking will be less. So why we need equalizer rings in necessary lab winding? Sparking, that unnecessary disturbance is more in lab winding, so it will be necessary in lab winding. Here the wave winding, the only we have only number of parallel paths is only 2, so it is not necessary. Here the copper consumption is more in lab winding, and the copper consumption is less in wave winding. Here number of parallel paths is number of poles, so here so number of parallel paths is more, so that's why equal rings are needed. Here number of parallel paths is only 2, so for this the equalizer rings are not necessary. Here number of conductors are unrestricted, here number of conductors are restricted, and suitable for low voltage and high current generators in lab, that is lab winding. In wave winding, it is suitable for high voltage and low current generators. The number of commutator segments is in number of slots, right? That is equal to number of slots. The number of commutator segments is equal to number of slots in lab winding. Suppose it having 36 segments, number of slots, each slot containing like that, so that is equal to number of commutator segments. It is equal to number of slots. So far in this we have discussed different definitions of windings, important terms of windings, and lap winding, types of winding, that is lap winding and wave winding, and the difference between lap winding and wave winding. So here once again I am repeating the class. Here what is the different terminals, different definitions, important terms we are using in DC windings, that is different windings, and the comparison between lap and wave windings. See here what are the important terms is pole pitch. Already we have studied about pole pitch, right? Conductor, the two sides of the pole to coils is known as pole pitch. Conductor, the length of the wire is known as conductor. Coil, the complete one set of the winding is known as coil. Coil spanner, coil pitch, full pitched coil, fractional pitch coil, pitch of the winding, back pitch, front pitch, resultant pitch, commutator pitch. These are the different types of important terms we are using in these windings. Here pole pitch, the difference between the two adjacent poles, two sides, it is equal to the number of armature conductors per slot, that is equal to number of conductors 36 by, suppose there is the conductors 36 conductors, 4 poles, 36 by P, Z by P. See here the total pitch is yp equal to Z by P, that is pole pitch. Here it is a conductor, the length of the certain wire is known as the conductor. The EMF is the coil, the conductors sides A, B and CD, two sides of a coil conductor is known as coil, and conductors and coils. Here coil pitch is nothing but it is defined as the distance measured in the terms of armature slots between two sides of a coil, that is equal to first conductor is connected in one first slot, the conductor second side end is connected to fifth slot. So the difference between 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4, that is known as coil pitch. It is defined as the distance measured in the terms of armature slots between two sides of a coil. The coil pitch is span or span pitch is known as, that is A equal to 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. The span of coil B is 6 minus 3. So it is a coil pitch. The full pitch coil is nothing but the coil pitch is equal to pole pitch. The pole pitch is equal to already Z by P, that is equal to 36 by 4, suppose 9. So coil pitch is also same, that is known as, that is full pitch. The coil pitch is nothing but, here it is, the pole pitch is yp equal to Z by P, that is number of conductors per slot by number of poles, and the coil pitch yc equal to, coil pitch is number of segments, that is here it is the first conductor is connected in first segment, and the first coil of this second side is connected to fifth slot. So the difference is 5 minus 4, 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. This is, if these two are equal, that is known as this full pitched coil. For example, see if there are 16 conductors and 4 poles, then pole pitch is 16 by 4, that is equal to 4. The coil span is equal to A equal to 4. This winding is called full pitched winding. Fractional pitch coil. To suppose previous the full pitch coil, that is both two are equal. In fractional pitch coil, if this coil pitch is less than the pole pitch, the winding is called fractional pitch coil. In this coil, the coil span is 180 electrical degrees. There are 36 slots and 4 poles, that is equal to coil pitch is 9, and the pole pitch is less. And back pitch coil is two sides of the coil is known as back pitch. It is the distance measured in terms of number of armature conductors between two coil sides of a coil measured around the back of the armature, that is known as back pitch. And front pitch is the same segment, the commutator segment coils is known as front pitch. It is distance between two coil sides connected to same commutator segment, that is front pitch. Next, pitch of the winding. It is defined as the distance between the beginning of two consecutive turns, that is equal to resultant pitch, that is y equal to yb minus yf. Yb is back pitch minus yf, that is lap winding. Y equal to yb plus y, that is in wave winding. The resultant pitch is yr. It is defined as the distance in terms of number of coil sides between the starts of the one coil and start of the next coil, the coil which to connected. Here that is known as yr, resultant pitch. Next, commutator pitch. The difference between one segment to another segment is known as commutator pitch. It is defined as the distance measured in terms of commutator segments between the segments to segment which the two ends of the coil are connected. Here, single layer winding means when at each slot containing single layer winding. See, each slot containing only one coil or the conductor or coil. Coil is nothing but the coil, one coil or one conductor, that is known as single layer winding. It is a winding in which one conductor or one coil side is placed in armature slot is known as single layer winding. It is single layer winding. The commutator armature slot containing single conductor or coil is known as single layer winding. Here the two layer winding is, here the commutator segment consists of two windings, right? It is the winding in which two conductors are coils. Two conductors are coil sides per slot arranged in two layers, right? That is shown in figure already. One coil and second one, each one slot having two conductors, two coils, that is known as two layer multi-layer winding. Types of windings, here lap winding and wave winding. It is lap winding and wave winding. Here lap means here the connection is overlapped with the another coil. Here one coil is connected to another poles, so that is known as wave winding. Here it is lap winding. In the lap winding, the finishing of end of one coil is connected via commutator segment. That means if one coil is connected to another commutator segment, this is the commutator segment, and again another coil is connected to the same commutator segment, that is known as lap winding. To the starting end of the adjusted coil situated under the same pole. In this way, all coils are connected. In the lap winding, here it is the back pitch coil side of the one side, and this is another side. The resultant is known as, the difference is known as back pitch. Right? If the coil is segment, commutator segment connected to another coil of this segment, the same coil segment, another coil is going to another segment, the difference of the commutator segments is known as front pitch, resultant pitch. Front pitch means the coil of the second side coil and the coil of the front coil, another coil of first side is known as front pitch. Simplex lap winding. In a wave winding, a coil side under one pole is connected to a second coil side. Here in a lap winding, this south pole again connected to north pole only, but in a wave winding, this south pole coil is connected to another of the other north pole. So the difference is this, which occupies approximately same position under the next pole through the back connection. Thus the wave winding progress in one direction around the armature in a series of wave. So like series winding, that is known as wave winding. Here the comparison between two windings, or lap winding and wave winding. See here, in lap winding the EMF generated is very less, and the wave winding the EMF generated will be more, because of already we studied less number of, here voltage will be low voltage, high current, so that why the EMF will be less. The winding carries high current, here lap winding carries high current, here carries low current. Here the equalizer rings are necessary, here in the wave winding the equalizer rings are not necessary. Equalizer rings means in lap winding the number of parallel paths is equal to P. The number of parallel paths is equal to number of poles. From these the commutator segments, at commutator segment the sparks will be more. In wave winding the number of parallel paths is equal to only 2, so the spark occurrence will be less, chances will be available. So for this we have to adding some at the commutator segment, we have to add that equalizer rings. For this we have to reduce the sparking. For that we are using equalizer rings. The copper consumption is more in lap winding, the copper consumption is less in wave winding. The number of parallel paths is equal to number of poles, A equal to P. The number of parallel paths is equal to, here number of conductors are unrestricted, here number of conductors are restricted. It is suitable for only low voltage, high currents. So low voltage means that's why EMF will be less. Here it is high voltage means EMF will be more, suitable for high voltage and low current generators. Here the number of commutator segments is equal to number of slots. Number of segments means here commutator having like this, these are the number of segments, that is equal to number of slots in lap winding and equal to number of slots. So far in the we have discussed different important terms of windings and types of windings, right? What are the important terms? The pole pitch, pole coil, conductor, front pitch, back pitch, resultant pitch, commutator pitch, right? Coil span, fractional pitch coil, full pitch coil, and the next and types of winding. What are the types of winding? Lap winding and wave winding. What are the differences between these two? How it will be connected? So far in that we are discussed about these types of windings. Thank you.